Warning: the opinions expressed in the following program are that of the host and or guest. They do not necessarily reflect the opinions of Complex Networks, Yahoo Sports, its affiliates, or any employee thereof. This show may contain adult humor and profanity and may not be suitable for general audiences. Now that we got all that corporate bullshit out the way, let's start the show.
Okay, Ty, here's the plan. Time's running out. Hold these drinks for the ladies, but don't bring them out until you get my signal. We'll score them no problem. Trust me.
Got you.
What's up, ladies?
I should bring these out now. It's cool. I'm married and he's dating Danica Patrick anyway.
Oh, that wasn't the plan. All right, I'll go change the light so we can cross. You wait here and don't bring her out into the street until the light changes, okay?
I got you. Man, he's tripping. It's safe to bring her out now. Dude, that wasn't the plan.
Okay, the grizzly bear's finally asleep. Here's the plan. I'll go slip this tag on its ear so we can help preserve their natural migration habitats in the wilderness. Just keep real quiet so it doesn't wake up. Oh, and you didn't bring your cell phone, right?
Hey, yo, what up, bro? Hey, these grizzly bears chill as fuck.
That wasn't the plan!
Actually, they tripping.
Ty Montgomery, he fumbled, then he got himself traded. Welcome to Mostly Football. We're all trying to do our best to keep our jobs and not get traded. I'm Ben Lyons, that's the Super Bowl champ, Martellus Bennett. And joining us right now, the day that White Bronco comes out, thank you for blessing the show, Action Bronson.
Thank you for having me here, fellas.
You know, you classed it up, a little charcuterie. We got a Spanish
tempranillo. I see it. I like it.
A collection of cured meats.
Is it natural one or what? What is it?
Yeah, it's a...
It better be.
We got a Spanish tempranillo. It's a varietal.
Tempranito. I'm a Malbec guy.
Yeah?
Argentina Malbec type guy. That's my
Nice
palate.
tannin count in that one, nice and dry. So yeah, appreciate you coming on the show, man. White Bronco. I mean, tell me,
man.
how does it feel to finally put it out into the universe?
I feel great. I had a lot of anxiety last night.
Well, you created the artwork.
Yeah, I did.
Beautiful.
I've been painting a lot. That's one of the pieces. I don't know, I just felt like it captured me. It captured me at this moment in time of my life.
The White Bronco?
It's not about
I know, I'm
White
just
Bronco,
fucking
you know
with
what I'm
you.
saying? It's about
I'm just fucking with
being
you.
wild and untamed and fucking unfuckwittable.
Well, let's take a look
like that
at
word.
the music video for White Bronco right here on Mostly Football.
Love to my uptown crew. This new shit swing like Tiger at the Masters. Man, I don't fuck with none of these bastards. I'm like a fucking father to these bastards. Shut the fuck up and eat your pudding.
Bastards,
So
yeah.
talk to me about the vibe of White Bronco and what kind of space and headspace you're in right now.
Man, you see that? Watch this next scene. You see that fucking horse on fire running through a brain? That's me. That's exactly how I feel.
Know what I love about your music is that how creative it is. Like, I think that you're a creative person. There's a lot of musicians who are creative, but you don't get to see all their creativity because they're tailored to deliver things in a certain way. You repackage and you recreate things, and everything's a new creation with you.
Absolutely,
It's never the
man.
same, so.
I'm not scared to do anything. I'm open about everything. I feel liberated artistically.
Yeah.
And just in life in general, I just feel like a great person. I feel like
I feel like a fucking great person
yeah, you know, I
too.
just feel
That's the way
great.
you
I
should
feel
feel,
good.
though.
I enjoy it. Like I walked in today, I'm taking in the air. I'm looking at the sun and the clouds. I'm just on some other shit right now,
So
man.
you're very present.
I'm very present. I'm very conscious. I'm very now. But I'm also somewhere else.
To be in the now or to be present is actually to be somewhere else because most people aren't present.
Exactly.
But you have to eliminate the ego to do so, according to Eckhart Tolle.
We'll get to your deep shits a little bit later. That sounds like a
That's
deep
why you
shit
gotta
right
take
there.
acid.
But hey, talk to me about last night. I mean, you talk about the moment you're on right now and Jamie being able to share White Bronco at the tribute show to Mac Miller last night. What was the vibe like?
Should have turned the phone off. My bad.
You're like Ty Montgomery. What was the vibe like at the Greek Theater last night?
Nah, it was great. You know, it was good to see a lot of friends that we haven't seen in a minute. You know, and we got together for it was unfortunate cause, but it was good that people came together for him, and And there was a lot of love in the building.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was great.
We'll continue to get into the White Bronco album throughout the show. We got
Sir.
Action Bronson here. It's a big show. As always, we are stacked on Mostly Football. Not one, but two hip-hop stars for the price of one. J-Rock is here. Plus, how well Marty and Action know their weed. We're going to have a little smell-off later on in the show. Plus, this week's Adventures with Marty, he gets his Jack Sparrow on. Take a look.
So how you score a point in fencing. Fencing is a tactical game, so think about chess. If I pretend to hit you on this side and you go to block, I would quickly hit you on that side.
And you just tap me like that, and that's the point?
That could be a point.
How'd you do?
I did very well. They told me I was a natural, but they didn't know that as a kid, I was a pirate for many days. Jack Sparrow, Peter Pan. My weaponry was great, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I fuck with Leonardo.
Yeah.
Because he has swords. Like, I just like swords.
Yeah, you got the black beard.
Yeah,
going,
like
yeah.
shit.
I get it, no
and then
doubt.
I just found out that Johnny Depp is no longer being Pirates of the Caribbean, so
Is this a casting call? Is it an audition tape right here?
Motherfucker, brother,
All right,
on
we'll
the
see,
ship.
we'll see your audition tape a little bit later.
We got to come back to the ship this week, but now the brother is leading the ship for his Pirates, and he's not being shipped to another place.
That you and Pirates is far more interesting than tonight's football game. We got the Raiders and the Niners up in the Bay. Oy.
Battle of
what
the
Action
Bay.
says. Yeah, what are your thoughts on John Gruden so far?
I mean, he has a 10-year plan. You know, he has a plan. I don't know, man. The first move you make is you get rid of Khalil Mack.
That just sort of sets the bar
Say
really high
it's
for
a fire sale, man.
the
It's a
level
fire
of
sale
mediocrity
right now.
that's about to.
The worst thing,
Rebuilding
the
everything.
worst thing about that is being like, we need a pass rush. Every week we need a pass rush. It's like
disgusting.
It's like dumping the woman that you love and like, I just wish I had someone to love me. It's like, what are you talking about?
Well, we
I
have
think it's-
somebody we love up at the game right now. Actually, our man, best friend Desi, is getting the behind-the-scenes scoop up in San Francisco.
This is best friend Desi coming to you live from the Yay area. Now, I know I've been punt faking you with these pregame interviews, but I'm happy to announce that we have Raiders head coach John Gruden, coming over right now. Hey, Coach Gruden, this is Desi Brown with Mostly Football. You ready to do this interview like you promised? What? The Raiders just traded my interview rights to the Cowboys for a first-round pick. You know I can't pass no physical. Coach Gruden, Chucky, Coach. Damn. Apparently the Raiders are rebuilding their team and their interview process, and they shipping me back to Dallas. I ain't want to do no interview with him anyways. But this is Desi Brown for MFBN. Back to you in the studio. Damn, where my bag at?
He's so consistent with his delivery.
That's why he's Emmy Award winning. You know what I mean? That's only the best here.
That's Emmy work right
No,
there.
I'm going to say, I'll be pissed off if he wins the Emmy and I don't, even though he's my best friend. I know we're supposed to root for our best friend. I'll be like, what the fuck is this?
Well, last week you gave yourself an award on the show, so maybe you give yourself an Emmy. All right, let's get to the trades that happened around the NFL this week. There were a whole bunch of them, and we're going to start with talking about where teams find themselves behind the 8-ball. Marty, we're going to lay some blame, all right? We're going to play the blame game a little bit. First up, very bad week if you were a coach in the land. The Cavs said goodbye to Ty Lue. And, of course, the Cleveland Browns are a joke and a mess and are a complete upheaval as Hugh Jackson is finally fired. Jackson somehow survived back-to-back 1-15 and 0-16 seasons, but he wasn't trusted to guide the franchise moving forward with QB Baker Mayfield. Who do you blame in this whole mess in Cleveland?
I blame ownership. Because ownership, they cannot get it right. They cannot hire the right people. They can't get the team going. They own the team. So everyone they try to put in a position, they choose wrong or they don't develop an environment for them to succeed. So therefore, the same consistent people that's always there with all this shit, 0 seasons, never winning, is the people who own the motherfucker. Sell the team and get somebody else with a new vision for the Cleveland Browns and what it could be and move on because you're not doing a good job owning the team.
They beat the Jets this year. I know that doesn't make you happy.
yeah.
They beat the Jets on a Thursday night. But what's happening in
Let's
Cleveland?
not even talk about the damn Jets. I'm just happy, first off, that the trading situation has gone crazy the way it's been. You know, I like seeing so many different trades going down like baseball at the trade deadline with football. And with the Browns, listen, man, I don't even know what to fucking say with them. Cleveland has been a very, very rough sports town, you know? They finally. What was the question? Are we still talking about this? Because I'm stoned.
Well, I'm talking. It sounds like that's what's been happening in Cleveland right now, right? It's like
They are smoking a lot of fucking
they're
weed over
smoking
there.
something with
But the problem
brown
is they're not
good.
smoking the good. They're not smoking the good.
My also thing with Cleveland is the Tyronn Lue thing, right? The Tyronn Lue has been to the championship several years. You lost a couple games this year. My biggest issue with Tyronn Lue was in the championship when the J.R. Smith thing happened, because I put that blame on Tyronn Lue because he didn't coach up every situation. What are we going to do if the ball happens, or what? Or do we have a timeout? They didn't know we had a timeout.
He couldn't coach it.
But the other thing, too, the worst part about it is that didn't lose the game. Not being able to get your team prepared to win in overtime is a big issue for me, too. But as a coach, he's a winning coach.
He'll get a job somewhere. I don't know if Hugh Jackson will anytime soon, though.
I just feel like they fired the black coaches a lot faster than they fired the white coaches.
Well, we don't know, actually, if Hugh Jackson has left the building, because we got some exclusive footage here at Mostly Football.
Excuse me, Mr. Dorsey?
This Halloween,
What is it? I'm busy watching a Two Broke Girls marathon.
you don't fire Hugh.
Sir, it's Coach Jackson's office. All of his stuff is still in there, and all the playbooks are missing.
Oh, no. Where's Baker?
Hugh fires you.
I'm really digging this new offensive scheme. You're gonna be digging it too. From the bench. Zing!
Whatever, motherfucker.
Do you hear that?
Yeah, I know. This is the sound of me getting baked, right?
No. I'm serious.
Featuring Browns offensive line coach Bob Wiley. And shirtless Henny Jr.
We're gonna die.
You can't get any worse than this.
We got work to do. It's just that simple. We got a lot of things to do.
Yeah, I guess it can't get worse than this.
Halloween, coming soon.
Well, the Packers' Ty Montgomery, he messed up badly. So badly, in fact, that he got run out of town. Ty Montgomery reportedly defied coaches, and instead of taking a knee in the end zone on a kickoff with 2 minutes to play against the LA Rams, he ran it out and fumbled. The game and his time with the Pack was over. They shipped him to the Ravens at the trade deadline. Marty, put aside your feelings for Green Bay. I know you got a lot of love for the state of Wisconsin. Talk to me about who gets the blame here with this Ty Montgomery debacle.
Everybody. They all do. Like, there was too much pitter-patter. Like, if it's this deep, that deep, if it's a situation, just take a knee. That's it. Clear instructions.
How about you, Action? You blaming it on everybody, or is this a Ty problem, or is this a coach's problem?
He had a feeling. You have to go with your gut.
Oh, so
Unless you're told otherwise. If there's clear instruction, you don't do something, then you probably won't do it. And if you fucking ruin it the way he ruined it, you get shipped.
Yeah, you think they're like shipping him to prove a point, or they actually?
They might have done him a favor.
Yeah.
They done him a favor because
change the scenery will help him out.
Well, there was a lot of death
He's
threats.
a good player.
There was a lot of death threats coming in. There were a lot of hateful things being said to him. And my biggest issue with the whole thing is like, you're fucking 3-4, and it's not the Super Bowl. It's a regular season game. There's no reason.
Sick fucks up there.
Yeah, there's no reason to send this guy death threats over losing a regular season game.
Even the Super Bowl is no reason to send someone death threats.
I mean, the Super Bowl, I can see some people being mad over a Super Bowl. That shit happened in the Super Bowl. But this is like a Sunday 1 o'clock game.
Yeah, in October.
Yeah.
Calm down, everybody. All right, is the famous Jameis era over in Tampa Bay? Jameis Winston missed the first 3 games for behavior off the field, was suspended, then threw 4 picks Sunday and got himself benched for Fitzmagic. Marty, who do you blame for the Bucs' struggles, and what do you think of Fitzpatrick these days?
I just think the first Uber that Jameis could get on out of Tampa Bay, he's going to be on this offseason.
I think that Uber account might have been deactivated, I think.
Well, if they let him ride any ride-sharing app, he's going to be using it to get out of there. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that once Fitzpatrick started playing so well, he started pressing even more. Because now it's hard when you're a younger guy and you miss the beginning of the season because you fucked up and you fucked up a lot and you fuck up again and again. You try to come back and prove that you could be this and be that. So you start pressing and try to do a little bit too much. I mean, Jameis always does a little bit too much because he throws when you're only behind Blake Bortles in turnovers.
That's a great way to describe it. He's just been doing too much, since
he does too much.
Found out who he was, just extra.
Yeah.
How about you, Bronson? You see a little white Bronco in Fitzpatrick, huh?
I mean, Fitzpatrick, we know about his magic, but we also know he's a streaky player. You know what I'm saying? While he's doing good right now, it could fucking turn at the drop of a dime. I think everyone needs to just take responsibility for their own actions and what they do. So Jameis needs to get his shit together and probably just sit down and look in the fucking mirror and just be like, yo, what do I really want to do with my life?
Wow, it's a real soul-searching.
It's a lot of crossroads in the mirror. Why you think Michael Jackson made that fucking song?
Not for Jameis Winston.
It's for him now.
Yeah, he should. Jameis Winston, go listen to some Michael Jackson and figure your shit out.
But the thing about this is, no one ever thinks about mental health, right? He's trying to come back for something that he might not be mentally stable from the whole issue that he went through. And then you got the pressure of the sports and the mental side of the sports, and then the whole world weighing you down on this. So then you got people pulling on you for your first fuck up, the fuck ups now, this and that. It's hard to stay mentally focused in that type of situation. So the best thing is for him is to find a way to get mentally healthy so that he can play at another level and prepare to play the way he wants to play.
Well, you're talking about focus, man. I mean, it looks like the Giants have been rather unfocused this year. Their season has been absolutely horrible. They head into the bye week 1-7. Eli's getting killed on the field and in the press. His backup got himself arrested. We'll get to that. I mean, Marty, what's going on with another one of your former teams, the Giants? Who's to blame?
Fuck. I mean, this is just a bag of shit and rocks right now. I don't know what's going on there, right? They're just they gotta get healthy. The line, offensive line. The offensive line is just fucking wet toilet paper, trying to wipe your ass with wet toilet paper after being constipated for weeks. That's what the fucking offensive line is there.
That's why I use baby wipes.
They're not baby wipes.
No, they're
at
terrible.
all.
It's
They
fucking
tear.
terrible.
They fall apart. You just run through it. They're not bounty quicker picker upper. They're the napkin.
You end up with shit
at
on your
Starbucks.
hand.
Yeah, as New Yorkers who are not Giants fans, that's you and me, right? It's kind of nice when they're struggling like this, isn't it? What's going on in the city when the Giants are 1-7?
I'm not a hater. I mean, the Jets suck also, but we're better than the Giants, so it's feeling good. I think Eli still has something in him. That line is just a sieve. It's disgusting. You spend all that money on retooling, and you got Nate Soto over here fucking playing like shit. You give this guy so much money.
Well, Nate's a great player.
He's a great player, but he's not playing well right now.
It's hard to play well. Offensive line is a group.
I know. They have to work together. And
they don't work well together.
They're not working well together.
They don't work well together. If they not picking up the blitzes, they're not going side to side, and then it's just being being in a group band. And
everyone's
at least
playing different shit.
Yeah, and everybody want to be David Ruffin.
Yeah.
Well,
there's only one David Ruffin, and that's Leon Robinson.
Sticking with New York.
That's a real Knick fan.
That's a real Knick fan. That's right. And in honor of another.
I almost shit my pants when I met him. I watched Above the Rim 3 million times.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's like fucking above the rim in front of me.
Rest in peace, Flip. All right, so Action Bronson, being that you are a native New Yorker, we're gonna do a couple New York minutes right here on Mostly Football. Jets. Shout out to Fireman Ed. What's your level of confidence with Sam Darnold moving forward? You like the Cali kid?
I'm confident with him moving forward. I just think that there needs to be some sort of shakeup here. We need weapons. My man Quincy Enunwa needs to get healthy.
Yeah.
That's my guy right there.
I would have liked to
That is a fucking animal of
make
a
a
man.
move on Le'Veon Bell would be nice.
Okay, I understand. But I don't know. I think there's other issues that need to be addressed.
They need to get a good tight end. A savvy tight end, one that can help.
Always comes down to the tight end on this show. What a surprise. Always one who can block too, huh?
He would love a tight end that could block. Wouldn't he? The entire state of New York would love it if the Jets had a tight end that could block.
Le'Veon Bell would 100% change the attitude around here, I think. I think that it'll give everyone a real feel of we're moving forward.
speaking of moving forward, nowhere to go but up for our New York Knicks. I saw you on the wood the other night. Talk to me about your thoughts of the youngest team in the NBA with 3 of the top 7 picks from the 2015 draft.
I watch players up close. I like Vonleh, man.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be a player. He's got the body like Oak, but much stronger looking, you know?
Yeah. More coordinated.
Exactly.
Anthony Bonner.
Coordinated. He can move. He can take the ball up.
Anthony Bonner, kind of tough to him. Yeah.
Lonzo Trier.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's a
Finds
good
buckets,
ISO player.
right?
I like. He does something.
It's a good time. Are we in that time of year though in November where it's just the Knicks are back and they're feeling
No,
hopeful?
they're not back. You know they're not back right now. But we have optimism and we have some young players like Knox. He's looking good. Hope he gets better soon. Porzingis needs to get that fucking ass off the bench. Work on that knee.
I wanted him to stay in Latvia for a year.
Get the hell out of here.
Chill, eat some what do they eat in Latvia? You've probably been there. They eat a lot of brown food.
Shit.
Dude.
How about Kawhi Leonard?
I was just going to say, bring me Kawhi.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Can we get
GM
Kawhi
Marty?
for Porzingis right now? I know I don't want to say it's crazy. I know.
Trading Porzingis.
Get
All
him
right,
outta
time to
here.
move on, action. Let's
Get him
talk
outta
about
here.
the year that your New York Yankees had. They won 100 games. You have to be excited about Giancarlo in the Bronx, but then they lose in the playoffs to the Red Sox, and then you have to watch the Red Sox go on and win a World Series.
I didn't watch the World Series.
You didn't watch one game
Definitely
because
not.
it's the Red Sox.
No
huh?
chance.
How does a Queens guy become a Yankee fan?
The Mets suck. My grandfather was a New York Giants fan, old school Polo Ground shit. He ended up liking the San Francisco Giants. Something attracted me to the pinstripes. I don't know, when I was young.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm excited for Giancarlo, but I'm really excited for the youngins, man. Gleyber Torres.
I got a question for you.
Talk to me.
I'm high, but how high are you?
I'm silly. I've been up since 5 a.m. smoking hash.
I can't see your eyes at all.
Yeah, you can't. My eyes are disintegrated into
You like
my
a white.
skull.
You look like a white Buddha doll.
Thank you.
Well, clearly these guys don't give a fuck.
Whenever you
so
see me, I want you to rub my stomach and just pray to me.
time now for our favorite part of the show. It's how many fucks. We're about to get into the charcuterie to celebrate Action Bronson's album, White Bronco, today. And speaking of music, Ice Cube announced this week that his long-awaited album, Everything's Corrupt, will drop on December 7th. Martin, how many fucks about some new music from Ice Cube?
I get a triple-double worth of fucks because today is a good day.
That's right.
And I fuck with Ice Cube because for me, as a creator, he's one of the first people that could make fuck the police and then backdoor and make are we there yet? So I'm fucking with Ice Cube all the way.
New Cube album, how many fucks, Action?
I give so many fucks about Ice Cube in general. Just everything that he's done, period, is just, that's a good man right there. I fuck with Cube.
I feel like this is a big 3 playoff team right here on the couch right now. You throw
my
James off the
jumper
bench.
is wet.
I've seen that, yeah.
As soon as I stepped in the garden, I went 3 for 3.
Yeah, the Knicks
8
could
for
use you.
14 in total.
Yo, 3-on-3 league. What's
Straight
up,
up.
Cube? I give 19.
How's your conditioning though?
My condition needs a little work.
That's about the 3-on-3, the half court. That's built for your game
Yeah,
right now. I give 1941 fucks. The album's coming out on December 7th, the day that'll live in infamy. So 1941 fucks for the new Cube album. Exciting planet Earth news on this next one, Action. It's been discovered that life is scientifically possible on the Saturn moon of Enceladus. Carbon-rich deposits on the moon are part of what scientists say satisfies all the basic requirements for life as we know it. Life on Saturn, Marty, how many fucks?
I get a Slaughterhouse 5 worth of fucks on this. Because we already knew that there was life in space, motherfuckers. We don't need science to tell us that. Humans are so fucking cocky that they believe that they're the only life forms in the whole universe. That's fucked up. Of course, there's some people up there partying right now too. White Bronco streaming it. They streaming this shit on Saturn right now, on Saturn's moon.
Universe-wide.
How many fucks you give about life on Saturn?
I gotta be honest, there's all kinds of electricity flowing through my body when you speak about this life on Saturn's moon. I think I've been there before. I give so many. How many fucks did I say in the room? I only question who's saying it. I fucking know there's life everywhere. We're living in a parallel. Who knows where we're on Saturn right now.
It's like the end of Men in Black when the alien holds the marbles of all the universes.
It's like
and life
Spider-Verse.
forms and stuff.
It's like the Spider-Verse.
I give 1.2 billion fucks because that's how many kilometers away from the Earth Saturn is. And I would love to listen to White Bronco in space. That sounds like a lot of fun. Oof. All right, finally, U.S. troops made a pit stop in the capital of Iceland. And in 5 days, the 6,000 to 7,000 troops, they literally drank the city out of beer. How many fucks do you give about the men and women serving our country, drinking all the beer in Iceland?
I give a great American fuck because this is the most American shit you could do when you go somewhere. Hey, just bring us, we're Americans, bring us all the beers you motherfuckers had, and we want them all.
Somebody tells me you and your crew have invaded this part of Europe and,
There's no doubt about it.
Drank some countries out of some things.
There's some delicious beers in Iceland. I could understand. I could sympathize with them.
So how many fucks you give about the troops?
I don't know. I give no fucks about it, honestly.
Really?
There's not really many things going on in Iceland that there needs to be that many troops. So what the fuck are they doing there?
That's a great point.
Why? My question.
7,000 troops chilling in Iceland?
What do they? There's not even enough room for these motherfuckers. There's lamb. I've been there. There's not a lot of space.
Yeah, it's like one road that goes around the country.
That's it. It's just a circle.
It's a giant circle.
It's like my smoking. Or when I go smoke weed in the car, I do a big circle around New York. It's the same thing.
I give
Not as many cars.
I give 107 fucks in honor of Wade Boggs, who drank 107 beers on a flight from Boston to Seattle, and he's a great American too. So
That's a
shout out
legend.
to Wade Boggs. Coming up, look who's chilling in the green room. It's J-Rock. He's going to be on Mostly Football, but first, here's some deep shit.
One of my biggest disappointments growing up was learning that I couldn't carry a palm tree around with me. Why the fuck do you call it a palm tree if you can't carry it in your palms? Deep shit.
I don't know. All right, our guest today, he's a fixture on the West Coast music scene. He's rapped alongside everybody, of course, from Kendrick and Wayne. He's got a new record with Snoop. Please welcome J-Rock, who was sitting courtside at the Laker game last night. I am not that rich, so I never get to sit there. What's it like to be that close watching LeBron?
Man, it was dope, man. It was an amazing feeling, man, just sitting right there close to the players and just I was acting like I was coaching. You know what I mean, man? Big shouts out to the big homie Top Dog, man. You know what I mean? We had a good time, man. It was dope.
Well, help yourself to some charcuterie, some wine, make yourself comfortable, and we'll get into it. Because you got an album out, you're doing some stuff with Snoop, and you're going on tour.
Yes,
So where are you at right now with your music?
Yes, man. The name of the album is The Redemption Album, you know what I mean? And the name of the tour is The Big Redemption Tour. We just killed Hollywood the other night, the Fonda Theater. Right now I'm going to, I think it's Lawrence, Kansas on the 5th to finish the tour off, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, it's been a good look.
Yeah, Redemption album dropped this summer, which is tight. You've been able to collaborate with people, matching visuals and storytelling and the way that you do things. Like when you craft your music, the TDE collective of all y'all, like how all you guys continue to have different sounds. Like for me, I really love you. I love you and Schoolboy the best because y'all niggas make me feel like I could run through a wall. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to, you know what I'm saying? I love the way that you guys put words together and you craft it in a way that makes it still feel like I'm back where I grew up.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a vibe, dog. It's, you know, like whenever we get in the studio together, man, it's just, you know, it's just the energy. You know what I'm saying? And we've been doing it for so long together, man. It's like, it's just, this shit is like automatic. You feel me?
Yeah, y'all got a lot. All y'all dope though.
Yeah, no,
and
of course.
Y'all like an all-star team.
Of course.
So my next question is, if y'all, the whole TDE label was a football team, who would play what position and why?
Oh man, that's a hard question right there, man. You know, well, I'm gonna speak for myself, man. Me personally, like, you know, I'm a Cowboys fan. You know what I mean? I love it. I've been loving the Cowboys since I was young. You know what I mean? But you know, I say back then the Cowboys when they was killing shit from the Troy Aikmans, you know what I mean? Emmitt Smiths and the Deion Sanders, you know what I mean?
It's pretty dope to win a Super Bowl and walk into court in a fur coat. You're just really like on top of the world.
You feel me? So I mean, yeah, man. Like, I mean, shit, man. I gotta say, man. You know, shit. Big Top Dog be Troy Aikman, man. I'm Emmitt Smith. You know what I mean? Kendrick, Deion Sanders. You feel me? Schoolboy. You feel me? Mike. You know what I mean? We just killing shit.
It's definitely Mike Gordon.
You feel me?
I feel like you be.
You know what I mean?
I feel like you're a tight end. right? But a tight end that does both. Not a Jimmy Graham, more of like a Martellus Bennett. You know what I'm saying? Like a nigga that will block and a nigga that will get you the catches.
You know what's funny?
Jay Novacek.
Hey, you know what's crazy? When I used to play Pop Warner when I was young, that was my position too.
I knew it.
That's
See,
crazy.
to me, Kendrick, is like a running back, right? But like a Le'Veon Bell, though. You use him in all these different positions, you know what I'm saying? Schoolboy Q, he's a strong safety in the box. You can't keep him deep because he ain't gonna be able to cover the sideline and sideline back there, but he will play in the box. You know, you bring him down, he cover your tight end, he able to make some plays back there, you know. And I think SZA is more of an offensive coordinator. You know, she probably calling the plays.
Then actions, what? Reggie White on the end?
I play guard center. That was my position. I have thousands
Jeff
of
Saturday over here.
And he's not a pulling guard.
Kevin Mawai.
Kevin
no doubt.
Mawai.
But you're not a pulling guard.
Damian Woody. Oh, am I? We kidding me?
You're a pulling guard.
I'm a fucking runaway train. I'm a runaway train.
Yeah, I love seeing you guys sitting over here because you and Schoolboy were on the cover of the freshman, the XXL, right? So talk to me.
Schoolboy last night too.
So just kind of talk to J-Rock a little bit about how their music is interpreted on the East Coast and in New York and how much love they have.
We don't really need to say that because they
They know, right?
Fucking,
Man,
but you and Schoolboy go back, though, huh? Yeah.
Huh?
You and Schoolboy and Jay, you guys go back.
We've known each other for a minute now. Like, when it first came out, pretty much. It's been almost like 6-7 years now.
Yeah, of course, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I used to stay running to this dude South by Southwest all the time. And shit.
Exactly.
We done pulled up to each other's shows and all that shit.
Do you guys feel like in the music game you come up with the class, or you said you run into each other all the time, and it's kind of
you
like,
know, there's people that you fuck with. You know, just got the contemporaries, man. That you end up. I don't know. There's something that certain people connect.
Question is musically, like, what is it that you like about, like, the way, because both of y'all styles are drastically different. You know, I feel like when I listen to your music, like, I feel like your music is like when I'm smoking weed and I'm like on surfing at the same time.
Yep.
Right? Your music, I feel like I'm hooping street ball. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm on, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm hooping in the...
Why you gotta be surfing to my shit? Put my shit on the ball court too.
No, you can listen to your shit in the ball court, but also yours is like, if I'm listening to yours, I'm like drinking wine. You know what I'm saying? Here's you drinking, you taking a shot of Henny. You know what I'm saying? It's like the two different things.
For real, hey, your shit do be smooth.
Right?
It be on some smooth shit though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you saying, you just sipping some wine and shit, but he talks that shit though.
Yeah,
like,
butter in the bread.
The overweight lover.
Yeah.
Well, it's good everybody's getting along here, obviously, but, you know, when it comes to hip-hop, beef is a part of the culture, and rap beefs go back to the beginning from, obviously, back in the day, the LL and Kool Moe Dee and all that. But with that in mind, Jay, I know you're a big animal lover, and Action, you're a big wrestler. Like, you're into wrestling.
Big wrestler.
Big wrestler fan. You're a big wrestler yourself. But
I'm a wrestling fan from back in the day. I love animals, too.
Right, so we're going to do a little animal...
I fuck with Petty Peter.
Right, we're going to do a little Animal Kingdom beef in a game we call Planet Earth Royal Rumble. Go. We got our safari hats here, and let's get right to the undercard. Let's see what we got. Who would win in a fight? Action, we'll start with you. A silverback gorilla and a grizzly bear. There you see the measurables, the strengths.
Man.
So who you got, silverback and a grizzly bear?
6'5", 10 foot, 1,200 pounds. Man, you know what? I'm gonna go with the silverback, just because of its agility. I feel like the bear has some agility, but it's not, the dexterity ain't there. You know what I mean? The side-to-side movement, the lateral movement, the quickness, the fast twitch explosion. I'm gonna go ahead with the silverback.
Jay, you worried about the dexterity as well?
Nah, man, I'm gonna have to go with the grizzly bear, man. You know what I mean? Because you know, the grizzly bear got a gang of stamina, man. You know what I mean? And you know, they eat so much that they store all that stuff. And they build all that energy up, man. They just, you know what I mean? They
stored energy. Stored energy.
Hibernation.
Marty,
man. I'm telling you, I watch this shit all the time, man. National Geographic need to hire me, man. I'm talking about, like, I done seen a motherfucking grizzly bear chase down a motherfucking elk damn near for like 3 hours and shit. This motherfucker.
What?
You sat there and watched the whole show for 3 hours, like, he gonna get him soon.
Motherfucker was chasing. But you know, they do it in clips, but you could tell this motherfucker was chasing this motherfucker till it caught it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with the grizzly bear for sure.
Well, I have to go with the silverback, and that's because the grizzly is not the toughest bear. The polar bear is the most vicious bear of them all. So if you're not the most vicious in your class, I'm not fucking with you. And the silverback is the most vicious.
Why you feel the polar bear is vicious?
It's scientifically proven.
Oh, because it's in the cold?
No, they just kill. They kill better. They just a more vicious creatures.
You know what the issue is? They kill more and they're more aggressive because there's less food.
That's right.
I fuck with the
that
hungry.
fight for survival.
Be hungry.
It's the survival.
Hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why they're the most vicious, because they don't get to kill a lot.
Let's go to the next one, a fight between a crocodile and a great white shark. J-Rock, you go first. There you see the stats.
But one's saltwater and one's freshwater. Like,
Listen,
How that work?
you see those crocodiles and those sharks end up in weird waters. They'll wash up in some fresh water. They've seen bull sharks in fucking fresh waters and fucking crazy things.
Man, I'm going to have to go with the crocodile, man.
Why? Any reason why? Just,
Man, the crocodile, that's an ancient predator right there, man. That's damn near a dinosaur, man.
How about you, Marty? Who you got?
I'm going with the crocodile too, and that's because the great white is not that vicious, and the crocodile is very fucking vicious. The great white just swims around and eat fish. It gets fucked up by dolphins. All you gotta do is knock it over on his back, and once that crocodile lock on it and flip it over, because when a shark is on his back, it goes to sleep.
Actually, both of them. When you knock the croc on his back, it fucks up also. It's immobile.
But he's.
That's only when they're in death row. I don't think crocodile does death row. They just rip. Yeah. They're both ancient predators. It could be argued that a shark might be even more ancient because water's been here much longer than land.
Yeah.
What?
What do you mean?
How's that? What
Think about it.
There's land under water. They both here at the same time.
Well, who knows? Who knows?
That's real shit.
But I'm going to go with the crocodile, too, because they're some of the most intelligent species to ever rule this planet.
I'm going crocodile as well because, like you said, they can just pop up weird places. And I feel like every summer in the New York Post, there's some
really
story
stealth.
about a guy who has a crocodile in his house or something. Like,
Are you kidding me? In the Bronx, up in fucking Lower East Side,
Right.
in the bathtub.
Every summer there's some guy.
I got it, though.
Until they get bigger than the bathtub and you put them in the sewer.
Yeah.
I got it. I know why, though.
New York
too.
City, man.
Because a croc can go on land.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where we are at.
So if you pull it out the water,
Going to
the
croc.
fight's over.
Final matchup, the most feared entity in the universe versus the most feared entity in most neighborhoods. This is aliens versus pit bulls. Marty, who wins in a fight between an alien and a pit bull?
Well, this is happening. I've seen this in a movie before. It was called Alien versus Pit Bulls. Great low-budget black film. Why the fuck would an alien be fighting a pit bull? What the fuck is going on in a world where there's an alien that needs to battle with a pit bull? Hey, you never seen a fucking Mars attack? Aliens come to Earth. What we gonna do, Will Smith, at Independence Day? Let the pit bulls out.
Nope. It is human's best friend, it's man's best friend, it's alien's best friend as well. I don't think that this here is a rivalry.
I don't either.
These aliens are
There's a
coming in peace.
relationship
Why are they?
here.
Yeah, these aliens and pit bulls can team up and create love in the universe.
There's
J-Rock,
a
who you got? You
relationship.
think
I
they're gonna
feel like
fight
it's
or
1-1.
come together?
Man, they coming together as one on this one.
Yeah.
I don't think they squabbling up. So.
They're not fighting, man. I feel like the alien, if anything, they would have the dogs as pets and teach the dogs how to talk.
And let's just kill one bad thing about pit bulls. Not all of them are vicious. They're loving, loyal, very, very, very tender doggies.
Maybe the aliens can come down here and help the human race understand that about.
But the pit bull's like being
Trolling us right now.
The pit bull is the African American of the dog world. They look at them all as threats. They're all not threats. They treat every pit bull the same way they treat black kids around the world, like they're a threat. They're not all threats. Some of these pit bulls, they're great dogs. They look after your kids. I personally own a standard poodle. You know what I'm saying? I own a standard poodle, but she has a bite. She will bite your ass.
I had a cockapoo for 19 years.
Yeah.
All right, someone shouts out cockapoof. That means the segment's over. J-Rock,
It's all
thank
about
you
adopting dogs.
for coming on the show.
No, I
We
appreciate
appreciate
you,
you.
fam.
We'll
I
catch you on
appreciate y'all.
tour, man. And we'll see you
Man,
at the Laker
thank you.
game or wherever you're
Oh,
at
yeah,
next.
most
Thanks for
definitely,
coming
most
through.
definitely.
Up next, our fantasy football guru, Liz Loza. She unveils her mid-season awards. Big things coming up next from Liz. But first, Peyton Manning recently did a popular series where he went in-depth breaking down the finer details of play on the field. So that got us thinking here at Mostly Football. How would he break down everyday life?
On this episode of Detail, you'll hear my breakdown of how a normal person can go from a law-abiding citizen to a rude-ass idiot in no time flat. You see here, this cafe patron wants to audible to full sound on his phone with no headphones. And he's able to shamelessly blast his Insta stories, disturbing everyone around him. And this guy just acts like no one else exists with a cut right up the middle. When confronted, you'll see he motions off the nearest defender to show he isn't fazed. Okay, take a look here as this man is on a date. You'll see the third snap right there. On the replay, you'll see the disgusted look on his date's face, and that just increased the likelihood of spitting his clam chowder by at least 78%. Whatever it is, as guys go from polite citizens to selfish assholes with no shame,
For the love of God, move your ass!
everyone has a tell before switching modes. For more on detail, go to I'dBeBetterThanJasonWitten.com.
Oh shit.
He would be better than Jason Witten.
Great football player. Here once again with the first and last word of fantasy football is legendary. Quality control, not quality control coach, that's a terrible job to have. That's like being an intern. Liz Loza, how's the game plan looking this week?
Oh, well, I hope I own the prompter a little bit better than your former teammate Jason Witten there.
Yeah, he's terrible on TV.
Let's talk about cheersing the midway point of the fantasy football season. That's what time it is, so I thought I'll put together a little mid-season review. And since Bronson is here, I'd like to respectfully borrow a couple of your song titles and lay down the first ever Fantasy Lit mid-season mixtape.
Ooh, bars.
All right, so don't get mad at me because this first track has really nothing to do with fantasy football, but I'm going to connect it anyway to your song, Baby Blue. Babies are young, so are rookies. Two I like a lot are DJ Moore, receiver in Carolina, first-round draft pick, and Cortland Sutton, who is on the rise in Denver with Demaryius Thomas now in Houston. Do you have thoughts on those guys? You like DJ Moore?
I think he's playing
versatile.
very well. I think he's playing well.
And the key to fantasy football is in week 8, 9, 10, picking up guys that you never heard of before. That's honestly the secret sauce, I think. So I've never heard of these rookies before. I don't have childhood memories of them.
Not yet.
Not yet. So I'm interested in them on my fantasy.
Well, DJ Moore you might have heard of last week because he had a breakout game. Torrey Smith was sidelined, and Moore went off for 129 yards. The thing I like about him most, he's a 92 percentile spark athlete, but he's really versatile. So he can get it done. I know you hate
What's 92% spark mean?
That is the Nike metric for speed, power, agility.
Oh, Liz Loza brings the shit.
Come on, let's go, Liz.
Come on, Marty.
Yeah.
4.4 speed. Did you see the sick end around? I think he had like a 20-some-odd yard on the ground end around. You can use him all sorts of ways. He's like one of these new age running back wide receiver hybrids out of Maryland, really explosive kid. Cortland Sutton, very similar to Demaryius Thomas. So he's obviously was drafted in the second round to be the future, but I think the future is now.
Baby Blues, great record.
Baby Blues, a great record.
There it is.
Correlation.
Yeah, you killed that. Great song.
Well, what was the inspiration for that song?
I don't even want to get into it.
Oh, okay.
Pain.
Pain.
Yeah.
All right, like the pain I went through trying to remember what Spark stood for. Anyway, when my producer first pitched this idea of connecting your song titles with my mid-season fantasy review, he brought up Respect the Mustache, and I immediately thought about Ryan Fitzpatrick, which is a true story, and that's who I had planned to talk about. But actually what he wanted me to do was make it about players you must stash. And I think that from a fantasy perspective, yeah. I mean, how do you not
think? It's a double entendre.
This is getting good.
Yeah.
I like this.
I'll be here every week.
I'll be back.
Okay.
I'll be watching.
You know, most ladies call you Bronson, because I call you Action Bronson.
They call me Bam Bam or Mr. Baklava.
Are you Greek?
No, I'm Albanian.
Okay. Would they have baklava in Albania?
Well, yeah, they do, of course.
I didn't know.
So
I just knew it
comes
as
from
Greek.
Turks.
Oh.
It all comes from the Turkish
from the Ottoman Empire.
I dig the pistachios and the honey. Well, thanks for coming. I also dig Spencer Ware.
And Genghis Khan.
I used to sell baklava in college.
That was great, thank you.
I smoked a blunt one time that was baklava. What's it called?
Baklava.
Yeah, baklava. That sounds like a great strand of marijuana. It looks like it'll probably be. It sounds like it'd be an indica.
Yo, why you giving out all my secrets? That's my fucking strain that's about to pop.
Baklava.
Well, if you're stashing indica and you're stashing orange threads, you might stash Spencer Ware. You might also want to stash Rod Smith, who's backing up Ezekiel Elliott on the Cowboys.
Rod Smith is back in the league?
Not that Rod Smith. That was my first thought, too. Wait, there's another Rod Smith? Who's that? I don't know. Like
receiver from the Broncos.
Yeah, he was jacked.
He was amazing.
Yeah.
Great player.
Jacked players, they're out on your fantasy roster. You want to get rid of them if they're unproductive. And you want to move ahead and try to, in reference to one of your other songs, Chop, 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 get them off your roster. And I think the Tennessee Titans need to be on the chopping block as well.
Everybody?
Except for Deion Lewis. Deion Lewis might be the only offensive player. Marcus Mariota has been nothing because guess what? You cannot get a brand new offensive coordinator and work on your mechanics in the same season. Evolution, which Arian Foster will agree with me on this one, is in fact real science, people. Take some time. Derrick Henry, he's done nothing.
He's never had a 100-yard rushing game. I told you, he had 200-yard rushing games in the 4 seasons he's been in the league. Marcus Mariota's never been much like
injured too much.
Injured.
What's going on with Delaney Walker? He's always injured.
Well, he got hurt before the season started. Jonnu Smith, a young tight end.
Been done.
Like he's been around for a long time.
It's hard for Marcus Mariota. Well, it's hard for young quarterbacks who aren't as good throwing the ball to not have a tight end. That's why Delaney Walker does such a big job for the Tennessee Titans. Not being able to have a tight end that can fill that role hurts Marcus Mariota because those are mid-range throws and he's a big body able to get open.
A nice security blanket. And since he hasn't been there, Mariota's been a bust. But let's finally get to someone who's even been a bigger bust this fantasy season. And that guy was someone you drafted early but hasn't come close to meeting expectations. You have a song, Bronson, No More Words. And if you happen to play fantasy football, then you happen to have this guy on your roster, there'd probably be no more words left to describe your level of frustration. For me, it is Leonard Fournette. That hamstring has not been right since week 1. There's rumors he's coming back week 10. But the fact that they traded for Carlos Hyde has me questioning that. I really bought into the preseason narrative about him slimming down and in a slimmer frame, he'd be able to stay healthier, he'd be more explosive. That hasn't happened. TJ Yeldon's hurt, and he's just not, he's a passing down back. He's not the same
he's
power back.
dehydrated.
That's not.
It's dehydration. That's why he's getting so many.
You know why he's
full muscles
dehydrated?
and
Because
cramps.
he's trying to lose weight.
He's cutting
When guys
weight.
try to lose weight, they cut weight in the
it is.
sauna. They
That's
don't
why
drink
he's
as
getting
much
injured.
water, and they want to be late.
Yeah.
Being a bigger back is what makes you special. Be special. I used to think that I need to be smaller because tight ends were like 260 or whatever, but being able to do what I did at 272 is what made me special.
Exactly.
Right? So what makes him special is being a big back. Like Jerome Bettis, he ain't trying to go from being a bust to
No one
being
has Jerome Bettis
He
doing
was
Pilates.
345 pounds.
Yeah, he ain't trying to beat a minivan.
No.
He stayed the bus.
Stayed the bus.
I think everyone saw what Le'Veon did, and they were like, oh, that's the formula. You know?
Yeah, but no, I agree with you on Fournette. But, you know, if you're a running back fan, if you're a fan of him, I think you got to expect he's going to have a bounce back. You saw Gurley struggle in his second year, and now he's the MVP in year 4.
Different players.
I think Fournette is going to bounce back.
It's not a
Not be
coaching
this
system.
year, though.
Different players, different team, different
Different
environments,
minds.
everything. So, Liz, always the best in the business and looking ahead, looking ahead of the game and knowing what's to come, forecasting the future. We like to talk about the Last Supper. Eventually, all of us here will have to have a Last Supper. And Action, you're a man of many foods, and you talk about the perfect food and what makes food delicious. So today, you get to draft your own Last Supper. So what's the thing you want on the menu the most?
Good.
You first.
Gracious. A roasted chicken with roasted potatoes made by me.
Are you going to get roasted as
Come
well?
on, man. We know this.
That's an interesting choice because oftentimes, like at a fancy restaurant, the roast chicken's kind of the boring thing you can order.
Not at Frenchette.
But not.
If you go to Frenchette in New York, it's the main item.
Main item.
You get these silk mashed potatoes. It's like silk. Unbelievable. Buttery, creamy. The most perfect brown golden chicken you've ever seen in your life. Free range from a farm upstate. Can't get better than that.
The Nomad
Liz, what you
has,
got?
Well, the Nomad has a $90 chicken that's pretty good too, but
I ain't paying $90 for no fucking
corporate
chicken.
card, baby. It's a corporate card.
$90
I think, we've talked about this. Like my food, I like peanut butter and jelly.
For your last supper, though?
Pizza. Like, because even when you get
From
bad
where?
pizza, it's still pizza.
Great question.
Where,
Great
though?
follow-up
You
question.
know what?
We're in Los Angeles, so I can't even. But
You know, we're not going to get along on this one because I'm from Chicago and you're from
I'm not
New
mad
York.
at that. I love
So
Chicago pizza too.
I would like some deep dish pesto pizza.
From where?
Probably Eduardo's.
Okay.
You know, that'd be
What
my
about
spot.
you?
In the summertime in Long Island, my mother makes this pasta with pesto and the heirloom tomatoes and just pasta with pesto. She's got the secret recipe. I don't know what my mom puts in that pesto, but that's my favorite dish, and I would have that as my
Why'd you have to start this group off here in summertime in Long
I'm painting
Island?
a picture.
Yeah, set the
Because
scene.
action appreciates the visuals, sitting
You
by
have
the
to set the
pool.
scene.
My dad's listening to the baseball game. My mom says, "Hey, lunch is ready. The pasta's out with the pesto."
You said the heirloom
Tradition.
tomatoes.
Is it
I know that
chilled?
the
So,
tomatoes are
I've
Long
thought
Island
around that
tomato
time.
season in the end of summer is very.
I've thought
Perfect
about
that
this
time.
on several occasions because I'm motivated by death, right? Because I know I'm going to die one day, so I might as well do everything I dream of doing before I die. So for me, what I'm having is fried chicken, buttermilk fried chicken, right? Cornbread, candy yams, greens or cabbage, mac and cheese, and purple.
How do you like your cabbage though?
Purple Kool-Aid, spicy.
But do you do it with the neck bone and like
Yeah, we
pepper?
put the neck, oxtails, or whatever.
I love that.
Yeah.
This is why I love this
Smoked
show.
neck bone, cabbage, and black pepper.
Fantasy football talk turns into cabbage talk when
That's it.
Liz stops.
And now we about to do the cabbage patch on Liz's way out.
Out of here.
Bye,
Appreciate you
bye,
stopping
bye,
by,
bye,
Liz.
bye,
Life
bye,
hasn't been so great for the Giants. It's great for Liz, as always. Great for us hanging out with action. But the Giants, they've been a disaster. Their backup quarterback, Kyle Lauletta, he got arrested for a traffic violation. Conspiracy theory?
License, registration, and the reason you're trying to take Eli Manning's job.
Here you go.
Mr. Lauletta, are you aware this is a no backup zone, son?
I don't see any signs that say that.
Man, I'm seeing you signs that say that. Shut up. And are you aware that the only person that's allowed to drive on this road is two-time Super Bowl champion Eli Manning?
He hasn't been driving much all year.
You bite your tongue before you speak about Elijah Nelson like that.
Eli's great. I'm just trying to learn from him.
Ask Davis Webb how that worked out. Now out of the car, son.
I didn't do anything wrong. Come on, let me pass, please.
The only person that passes here is Eli Manning. Now get out of the car. You're going to jail today, boy. This is so messed up. Can't even do the Eli sad face right. And guess what? That ain't my gun.
Last Sunday, Colts kicker Adam Vinatieri, I can't believe that dude's still in the league. He broke the all-time NFL scoring record. It's nice for sure, but was it worthy of a Marty Award? No, it was not worthy of a Marty Award. My Marty Award this week goes to my friend Caroline DeWitt. She's the president of Rock the Vote. She's encouraging, as I am, everyone to go out and rock the midterm vote on Tuesday. She's done amazing work with the Golden State Warriors and Levi's. And Caroline DeWitt, follow her on Instagram, president of Rock the Vote. I hope young people go out there and hit the polls on Tuesday. She gets my Marty. Doing great work.
This week, my Marty goes to the entire Cartoon Network, who's been an awesome place for ages 6 to 11. They're doing great things, and they just started breaking ground where they started developing a hotel with all the characters. I can't wait to stay here. I can't wait to visit this with my daughter in Pennsylvania, so that's really cool. Not a theme park, but a hotel is great. Cartoon Network, I fuck with you.
I used to buy weed from a company called Cartoon Network in Queens. By the way, you'd have to go meet them in Long Island. You know about it, my bro.
Most New York things you've ever said on the show the whole day.
My Marty Award goes to myself.
Yeah.
Because I'm an underrated ass motherfucker that deserves so much more.
All right, nobody
I feel you.
underrates actually.
See?
Right? Seriously.
I feel him.
All right, no easy way to transition into this next segment, so I'm not even going to try. We're going to see how well these two gentlemen know their weed. That's right, we're calling this potluck. All right, guys, we got some blindfolds for you. You put these on, no peeking. And you guys are obviously herb lovers. I think we got 5 strains here, so we're gonna get to the first one.
What's the fucking goal?
We're gonna
smoking it.
Determine if this is an indica or a sativa.
That's always the goal.
Can you tell that for smell?
Can't smoke it, but you can smell it. This one's for you, Marty. That's the first one.
I gotta be able to look at the crystallization and everything, though.
Give it a whiff there.
Just squeeze the bud and whiff it.
This is definitely a sativa.
I'm gonna pass that over. He can't see, so here.
Oh,
we go.
yeah.
There you go. There you go. Marty, you say sativa. Action, what do you got?
That's OG.
This is a Michael Myers indica.
Michael Myers OG.
Myers.
I've literally never smoked anything after Michael Myers.
That's OG Kush. They just
right.
named it for some bullshit. That's Kush.
All right, one for one there, Bronson. All right, let's go to the second one here, Marty.
Ooh, is this for?
Is Currency on the show again? Because it smells like he did when he was in studio. No.
I don't know, but this smells. Fuck. This is delicious. Fuck, that's delicious.
Pass that to my left.
I have no. I can't
Take a
tell.
guess. Sativa, indica. What's the name of it? What would you call it?
That right there. That smells like Fruity Pebbles.
I just hear him breathing. It's so intense. The deep, so intense. The sommelier Bronson over here. What do you got?
That's a good smell. I can still smell it in my nose. I guess I smell everything in my nose.
You don't get more stoned if you smell it more. What do you got?
I think it's some sort of biscotti cookie type of thing.
That's strawberry banana sativa.
That's
so
not
Marty,
a good,
you
that's
were on
not a
with
good
that one.
straw.
What did
That's
I
not
say?
a good straw
Fruity
nano.
Pebbles. You
Yeah,
called it
I was
Fruity
close.
Pebbles.
I was close.
That's not a good straw nano strain, guys.
All right, here's number 3. Sativa, indica, and what's it called?
Ooh, this is some type of spice. Yeah, this is definitely that's a sativa, but it's a spice. It's a spice.
Whose idea was it to give 2 stone dudes blindfolds?
That's super lemon haze,
That is a sativa called Money Tree.
aka super lemon haze.
Okay,
They just renaming it, rebranding it. They just rebranding it.
this one, sativa. We got 2 more, guys. You guys are doing pretty good.
This one smells like pine saw.
And
is
that
it?
gotta be
Sativa,
Jack Herrera.
indica, what do you got?
That's gotta be Jack.
That's an indica.
Who is Jack Herrera?
Some asshole.
Is he related to Dwayne Reed?
That's Kush also.
This is a Venom OG indica. All right. And
Got
then
it.
we got time for
I'm better at ice cream.
time for one more here.
Bring it in. As long as it's in a Yankees
this
helmet.
game first and then the ice cream game second. It kind of makes sense.
Oh, this is really soft. Yeah. What color
Smell
is
it.
this?
Give it a good smell. Yeah, indica, sativa.
This is not weed.
What do you think?
This is like some type of fucking herb or some shit. That's not weed though.
Let's see, what do you got?
That smells like a cooking spice. There's that oregano? What's it called? Like what the fuck is that? It's like pine tree or some shit.
Oh, he's eating it now.
What is it?
Some bullshit. It's like grass.
He's a big winner. Action Bronson.
I know grass.
For the win.
I'm a grass.
What is it?
He's absolutely right.
And how much DMT is stuck in that grass?
Y'all thought we
You
weren't
have to
real
extract
smokers.
it.
They thought we weren't real smokers.
Shit.
They thought we weren't real smokers.
Cheers to you guys.
Cheers
Well
to
done.
you, man.
This week on Adventures with Marty, I sat down with my friend, Olympic bronze medalist Imtihaj Muhammad, to talk about the importance of having diverse role models. Then she handed me my sword and taught me how to fence. Avant-garde, on God, slice you motherfuckers. Check this out, it's really dope. And I was... Today, I'm sitting down with Ibtihaj Muhammad, who's one of my favorite. And when I think of you, I think of the first of many things. You know, the first to wear hijab in the Olympics, the first Muslim American to get a medal in the Olympics.
Yes.
Is there a lot of people of color that fence?
I think that we're getting there. You see the diversity. When you go to a fencing competition in different parts of the United States, you see that the face of fencing is changing, and I think it'll take some time.
How'd you get into that?
Yeah. At 12 years old, when I found fencing, that was really the first exposure that I had to a sport where, one, I wasn't going to be acknowledged for being black or wearing hijab, and it was more so about like how athletic can you be, because I was one of the only black kids on the team, and I was always the only Muslim, always. Yeah. I realized that my skin color and my faith had the power to change how people treated me.
But a lot of us kids, like you look around, a lot of kids go through a lot of diverse situations and adverse situations, and that will propel them to get to where they needed to go.
I think that you're spot on in what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's like, as black athletes, oftentimes we have to be exceptional in order to be accepted.
Yes.
And
I feel like that as a writer, there's very few black directors or, that's doing major motion CGI animated films. And I think for me, a lot of it's introducing kids to the possibilities, whether it's to be a film director, whether it's fencing, whether it's gymnastics, whatever it may be that they don't know that they could do because they don't see many people that look like them.
Right. It's all about opportunity. It's about access. And I don't know where my life would be had fencing not happen the way that it did.
So it's time for the adventure part of Adventures with Marty. I'm looking forward to learning how to do this and proving that I too can be a fencer.
So how you score a point in fencing. Fencing is a tactical game, so think about chess. If I pretend to hit you on this side and you go to block, I would quickly hit you on that side.
And you just tap me like that, that's a point?
That could be a point. So this is your on guard. If you make an advance, all you have to do is pick your front foot up, back foot follows, and that's an advance, right? One more time, this is too funny.
That was not good, right?
Yeah, you gotta make sure you hit the dummy at the end. All right, guys, let's do winner takes all, a match to 3 points.
So I'm gonna be the Black Jack Sparrow.
I like that. Yes. All right, so when I say ready, that means you're on guard, right? And then when I say fence, you go. Ready? Fence. Oh.
That kind of hurt. So 1-0.
Fence. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna go with my buddy over here.
Fucking Rocky of fencing.
Ready? Fence. So he's killing you.
No!
Yeah. Ready? Fence.
Watch out.
Oh, that was so good. Did not see that coming. Fence. Oh, and attack in preparation.
Did I get that?
Yes, you win.
I'm the king of everything.
So, Marty, how do you feel?
Yes, I love this. This is one of my favorite activities so far. One of my favorite adventures.
Do you feel prepared for Tokyo 2020?
No, but I do feel like I'm prepared for the next Pirates of the Caribbean. This has been an adventure with Marty, fencing. On guard!
2020 around the corner, dude. Tokyo.
Yeah, not gonna make it.
That was a great piece.
Thank you.
It really was. I like that a lot.
Yeah, appreciate it. Fencing was one of my favorite things to do so far because it's the closest I got to being a sword fighter and being a pirate. So like I actually, if it wasn't so expensive, it would be my golf.
Golf's pretty expensive.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I don't play.
Gotta get you some cheaper hobbies.
It looked to me like an Olympic version of slap boxing. That's what that was. A lot of juking.
Yeah.
That's Olympic slap boxing to me.
You guys, Todd Gurley's decision to take a knee in the final moments of the Rams' win over the Packers Sunday had a lot of fantasy football owners slap boxing themselves. People were losing their minds. How bad was it? Let's take a look. One more Todd Gurley touchdown, and I win my fantasy again this week. It's finna be a breeze.
And Gurley breaks loose.
Yep.
He's got
Run,
nothing but
Gurley.
daylight
Run,
to
Gurley.
do.
Your accomplishments bring me joy. Let's go, Gurley.
And Gurley takes a knee. The Rams are gonna win. What an intelligent play by Gurley.
No, not intelligent. The opposite of intelligent. Oh, why you gotta do this to me, Gurley? You ruined my fantasy! Ah!
Honey, you didn't bet on this game, did you? You know you suck at gambling.
Yeah, but today, my luck is gonna change, all right? I put my life savings on the Rams, and all I need is a field goal, and we win, babe. And then I can finally get you that engagement ring I've been promising you.
Really?
Still gonna be a cubic, though.
And Gurley takes a knee. The Rams are gonna win. Major blow to anyone who took the Rams and the over. I'd hate to be that guy.
Oh, screw you, Todd Gurley! How dare you heighten my degenerate gambling habits?
And Gurley takes a knee.
Hell yeah, Todd Gurley. Way to support the movement. You taking a knee in the game? Now that's next level.
And just to be clear, Gurley's kneel had nothing to do with disrespecting veterans or protesting social injustice. It was merely the correct football play to guarantee the Rams' victory.
Man, screw you, Todd Gurley.
You got a lot of heat from fantasy owners, but cheers to Todd Gurley. He did the right thing taking that knee. All right, just a terrible beat, though, for gamblers as well. Adam joins the show. How you doing? Were you part of that? What's the worst beat
That
you
was
ever,
brutal. Yes, thank
you
you.
ever took?
Need some
Yeah, let's
alcohol,
go. Yeah,
please.
very
Thank you,
hospitable, Marty.
Yes.
Nice.
Todd, you screwed me over royally, so this is a cheers to you for fucking us gamblers over.
All right, James was the big loser last week. He isn't here, so we'll just go through his punishment for next week. But
He's due.
right now, we're going to jump right into this week and rip through these games, shall we? First up, two of the GOATs square off Sunday night in Foxborough. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers head to Foxborough as a 6-point underdog to take on the ageless Tom Brady and the Patriots. Tommy 12 looks amazing. Marty, Rodgers came out yesterday and said Brady is the GOAT. Brady said that Rodgers is amazing. It's a big love fest. Who you got?
When you got two awesome people who are really good at what they do and they both are really good, they just deflect. He's the best. I'm not the best. He's the best. Oh no, he's the best. It's just like
It's like watching you guys talking about painting. As
yeah,
we're
it's
setting
like
up the show
it's like
right now.
being, I go to dinner with rich people sometime and they fight over the bill. That's how this is with them. Like, I take the bill. No, I got it. No, you don't need to pay the bill. And I just sit back like, why don't both of you motherfuckers pay? Both of you guys are great.
You have this problem with rich people arguing to pay for your food as well?
No, I would love for a motherfucker to pay for the bill. Instead of having short arms, it seems like I'm always reaching for my Amex.
I know, that's why I like go dinner with rich people.
Rodgers and Brady, though, it's a big one on Sunday.
Rodgers, Brady, man, they're both incredible. I hate the Patriots. There's no doubt about it, but I'm going to pick them for sure.
Adam?
Yeah, I'm with the action. I hate the Patriots, but two stats for you. First and foremost, the Packers haven't covered back-to-back road games since 2012. And in 89 of Tom Brady's 111 wins at home, the Patriots have won by 6 points or more. So all signs point to New England here. I got $100 riding on the Patriots on Sunday night.
Yeah, I'm going big on the Patriots as well. $225 of fake money that I don't have.
Big
All
money.
right, one of the hardest hitting games of the week. It's coming up this week, and it's really tough one. This is going to be a hard hitting game. The Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens, a 3-game winning streak for the Ravens. They're 3-point favorites. You like Baltimore in this one, or the Steelers trying to figure it out?
No Baltimore. It's a rivalry game. I always say take the points in these rivalry games, and obviously the Steelers are getting them because underdog in this series is 6-1-1 against the spread in the last 8 meetings, so got to roll with the Steelers here. I got not small play, $100 on the Steelers.
Bronson, you know how this goes on the East Coast. It's starting to be November, the time change. It's going to be wet and cold, a dirty rivalry game. Who you like in Ravens and Steelers?
I'm going Steelers for the points, whatever to lay them, to fucking gather them, whatever they fucking do, taking it. It's like I said, it's a big rivalry game. There's that AFC East is AFC North is an animalistic type of place. You know what I mean? And I think the Pittsburgh Steelers they're getting back on track. So like I said, Pittsburgh.
Marty, you going with the Steelers as well?
Honestly, I haven't watched either one of them play that much.
All right.
It's hard to watch an East Coast game when you live on the West Coast.
I feel you. I feel you. They start so early, bro.
I'm not paying DirecTV.
I feel you, man. I'm with you, though, actually. I'm going with the Steelers for $1.75. All right, last one here. Two of the NFL's best square off. In the Big Easy, my L.A. Rams, they go down to New Orleans, taking on the Saints. Saints have won on the road a bunch. Now here they are at home, taking on the perfect Rams. They're a favorite. The Saints are at 1.5. Who do you like?
I'm curious to see who you pick, but I don't have any stats or trends for this game, just going on a hunch here. The Saints have covered 5 in a row. At some point, they have to lose. I'm going to pick it to be this week, so give me a small play on the Rams, $50 for them, getting 1.5 points in the Superdome.
Yeah, I don't like betting with my emotions that much, right? So I just try to stay away from these Rams games, but they're awesome right now, so I'm going $50 on the Rams. All right, thanks so much, dude, for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the wine.
Yes, cheers.
Gotta have action on the show more often. Let's go now to our ugly-ass dog pick of the week.
Is that the same dog? I feel like it's uglier this week.
Shout out to the ugly-ass dog who's taking a shitty game and making it even shittier with the tie. Sadly, guys, we're not always the best version of ourselves. We can strive to do more. We can strive to be better. It's time for You're Better Than That. An American Airlines baggage handler was drunk and took a nap inside the cargo bed of a 737. The plane took off from Kansas City at 5:52 in the morning, and he was trapped inside. He woke up at Chicago's O'Hare Airport at 7:30 in the morning. Police, FBI, the U.S. attorney were waiting for him. Come on, dude. You can't be a drunk baggage handler. You're better than that, bro. Come on, man.
That is a great.
How did he not die?
He's lucky he didn't die,
I thought you freeze in the cargo area.
He was so drunk from all the wine, and he had all the alcohol in his system and kept him warm.
Like, that shit is crazy. Toast to the man at the bottom of the baggage. Talk about bringing your baggage with you.
Well, toast to the white Bronco himself, Action Bronson. We appreciate you, my dude, for coming through the show. Good luck to your Jets, man. They nowhere to go but up, so.
From your lips to the stars' ears.
White Bronco is out now. Make sure you pick it up and make sure you check out Mostly Football each and every Thursday at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock here on the West Coast on Complex Sports and Yahoo Sports. For Marty, for Bronson, shout out to James. I'm Ben Lyons. Enjoy the games, everybody. Peace.
Hi, James.
Hi, James. Cheers, buddy. White Bronco.